good evening and welcome to the Sports Bar on talkSPORT with me, Jamie O'Hara, and him over there. We go again. He's chasing Cundy.
Has anyone seen Liverpool? Anfield, Steven Gerrard, Jamie Carragher, Graeme Souness, Kenny Dalglish, Ian Rush, Jermaine Pennant. You almost went hell of a beating. Adi Oladipo, Danny Murphy, the exclusive Gentleman's Club, Ryan from Drive, FS3, 100% Mo. Can you hear me? 100% Mo. You almost took one hell of a beating. Lime Street Station, Royal Albert Dock, Matthew Street, Mel C, LeBron James, Daniel Craig. Can you hear me, Daniel Craig? Ian Beale off EastEnders, Ken Dodd, Moaning Mo. You almost took one hell of a beating. Cilla Black, the Beatles. This is Anfield side. Can you hear me, side? Can you hear me? You almost took one hell of a beating. Can you see Liverpool? Where are Liverpool? Where are Liverpool? You took one hell of a beating.
So another big night of European football here to take your calls. Liverpool denied a 97th-minute equaliser by McAllister's handball, even though it was accidental and about 7 phases before the goal. VAR, it's never going to work. It's a joke. Get rid of it. I've had enough. All this time, all this wasting. Get involved and let us know. Should it go? 03717 22 33 Elsewhere, big wins for West Ham, Villa and Rangers. You've been at a game this evening. Pick up the phone and talk to us about your team. Plus, there was a bloke at the Aston Villa game wearing a dog mask in the crowd. It was unbelievable, to be fair. We want to know the weirdest things you've ever seen at a game. 03717 22 33 44. Look, we watched some football tonight. I was at home, actually. I watched Liverpool kick off and watched the first half. And actually, I didn't see the McAllister incident because I was on the way in.
Yeah.
And you got in and you were like, Jane, you've got to see this. You've got to see this. I can't believe what I'm watching. And, then Bill showed it to me. It is a bit of a disgrace, isn't it?
So here is the problem, and this is not new news, but it really has been highlighted in the last 24 hours or just over, right? Rashford's red card last night.
Yep.
Okay. It is really
divided. It's stink, isn't it?
It's divided opinion. And I'll tell you why.
Told you.
I'll tell you why. Because in Europe, that is a red card every single day of the week. In the Premier League, I think he might get away with that. I think they'll look at that, see what he's trying to do. He's trying to protect the ball. He's got it wrong. But in Europe, mate, you're not getting away with that. What we saw tonight was a perfect example of the handball law. The ball's bounced out to McAllister. It's come off his thigh. His arm is in a natural position. It's hit his arm. He's gone down, been result, gone down the right-hand side. They've half cleared it. And then 10 seconds after the handball, the ball's going to hit the back of the net, right?
Yeah.
For me, perfectly good goal. Perfectly good goal.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, that goal stands. But in Europe, it doesn't. They've gone back that far. And here's the problem. We're having the same game being officiated in two very different ways. In no other sport do you find that. Tennis, it's officiated exactly the same way. The only difference is the US Open, where they've got an automated line judge. They don't have humans doing it. So it's done by Hawkeye, right?
Yeah.
I can't think of another sport in the world where you can have two different competitions or two different examples of the same sport professionally, and they're officiated in two different ways. And in football, we've got it. How can you have How can you go in and have consistency in the same game? How would an English referee that game? How would they view that?
Well, it wouldn't be handball.
Well, this is the point.
It wouldn't be handball. So it's not handball. I mean, look, McAllister, for me, Jace, look, it hits his chest or it hits his belly.
His thigh,
and then it scrapes his arm. And look, if the referee gives it at that moment and goes bang straight away, handball, you go, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Right, fair enough. You're annoyed at yourself. It's in the 97th minute and you haven't quite got it under control. If the ref gives it, you take it on the chin. But when you go 4 or 5 phases further down the line and then Liverpool score and it's in the 97th minute and then they go back to it, VAR, just looking.
I know. They're looking for a reason.
They're just looking for a reason to not let it be a goal. And that, for me, is just ruining football. It's ruining the spectacle of the game. It's ruining the product that goes all around the world. And people actually now are starting to go, I've had enough of this. And, where does it change? What do we do? What happens? Because they ain't going to scrap it. Too much money's been put into it. But does there need to be some kind of protest from clubs and from managers and players to say, you are ruining our football, you are ruining our sport? Because this can't continue, surely.
Well, like I said, mate, last night, you saw Rashford get sent off. As soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw the still of it, because it's UEFA, because it's the Champions League, he's off. He was never going to stay on the pitch. Now, the Premier League, I reckon they look at it because of the incident. I reckon the chance that, because the on-field, they would have probably gone with the on-field decision. Maybe yellow card. You got no chance in Europe, mate. And this is the problem. We got the same sport at the same level being officiated in two different ways. How can that be? The question I ask: if English referees, are going to referee in Europe, would they then take the English bar, however low or high we think it is? Would they then take the Premier League example and officiate in Europe? Because then you get in the same competition. Two totally different ideas of how the game's refereed.
Yeah, no, it is a joke.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.